Hey everybody, welcome to another week of 1851.
Hello.
It's not what it's called, it's
called
called the 8. I decided, backed by popular demand, if you look at our YouTube channel, we have a record number of views on last week's 8, so thank you to the 1,000 plus people that watch our video. We are going to start today's 8 off with a game. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer opening. But Cassie, have you seen the Jimmy Fallon show?
Yes, I have.
So he has this game of boxes.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to pick a box,
Okay.
and I'm going to describe what's in it, and you guys say truth or lie. So first,
Okay.
turn your computer like that,
Okay.
which we have the script on here. She can't see this part. All right, which box would you like first?
The small one.
Okay, close your eyes, because it doesn't work perfectly. And actually, what I'm going to do with these 1851 stickers, I'm going to cover up the other brand, just so that we don't get sued for using their logo in our shots. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
All right.
Can I?
Behind this computer screen,
Okay.
I have a tin. It's a Checkers and Rallies Mission to Win 2012 tin.
Okay.
And inside of it is a tiny red stapler
A tiny red stapler.
that someone with an office space may have said, "Have you seen my stapler?" So there's a Checkers tin,
Okay.
and inside of it is a red stapler. Am I telling the truth or lying?
Truth.
That would be correct.
Yes. Only because I heard someone asking where their stapler was the other
Okay,
day.
pick the second box.
There's only 2 boxes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the
Okay,
second one.
Great. Sorry, Jimmy Fallon, we're stealing your skit. Okay.
Both.
There's the 1851 sticker. Okay. Close your eyes.
My eyes are closed.
Okay. Hold on. Keep them closed. Let me show the camera.
The audience. Yeah.
You can't really look this time. Keep those eyes closed.
Okay.
In the second box, there is a cup.
Okay.
Inside the cup is a small caricature, kind of like a bobblehead, but the head doesn't bobble, like the size of a bobblehead.
Okay.
And it is of Steve Biegelman
Okay.
of SMB Franchising. Below the cup
Okay.
is a beach towel with Internicola Law Firm's logo on it and an autograph from Charles on the front of it.
The man himself. Is that it?
Any questions?
Is it like, how big is the beach towel?
Full size.
Full-size beach towel. No, you're lying.
I am lying. It's actually a Singer sewing machine ornament on top of an
Nice.
Internicola
A full-size
law firm
beach towel.
beach towel. This is the 8. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
How's that for an opening? We got our 2 little charms here. You called them both, so nice job.
Killed it.
Do you want to take charge and create the game for next week?
Sure.
Great.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Yep, I'll do it. So now, on to the Fantastic. So swiping left or right, I'm just going to keep rolling, is no longer just for dating apps. There's a new app called Food Faves. It's kind of like Tinder for restaurants. So if you have preferences of your favorite meals, your favorite styles of food, you can just swipe left or right and it'll kind of load up restaurants that it thinks are a match that are close by to you. So I think it's a cool way to introduce the technology.
Watch which way I'm going to swipe. All right, move on.
No more thoughts besides just swiping.
That's it.
Okay.
I swiped down on that one.
Okay.
It's already been done. Stop copying.
On to our Fran Liberty now. So we have a new issue up on 1851 on the main site this week about emerging brands that are doing awesome things in franchising. So on the cover, we are featuring Steen, Director of U.S. Marketing for Beau Concept. And we talked to him just about how people are able to stand out, how brands can stand out in a crowded marketplace. And he really just talked about how it comes down to making that buy-in worth it and making that training available for franchisees so that the new people that are coming in want to be a part of that brand.
Fantastic story, and even more important, the cover is beautiful.
It is.
for those of you that don't know, you can click on our hamburger menu somewhere up there if you're on 1851franchise.com, and you can see our covers. And this is our cover story this week.
All of them, yeah.
This
cover
month.
story.
So good.
Awesome. Now for fresh money. So you obviously cannot make any fresh money unless you're convincing customers that they want to come through your doors and continue to come back time and time again.
True.
So there is a new emerging brand called Arte Vino that we just launched on 1851. Check the link at the bottom of your screen. And so in order to do that, they are within this paint and sip franchise segment that's kind of starting to pick up a lot of steam. It wasn't really around a few years ago, but they have this whole base of really high quality artwork that they create themselves, which is what they're positioning as their differentiator to get people coming back time and time again, and making sure that the concept is different enough each time for people to come back, which I think is key.
Here's what I like about what you said. So there are competitors in the marketplace, and you're able to point out a point of differentiation. Here's the thing: if you're going to compete in the same market of brands that have already been there, done that, more power to you. They've already said that this marketplace does exist. Chances are there's still room for expansion. There can be multiple players within a segment. What Cassie was able to point out is here's a point of differentiation. So if you're going to do it, make sure that you find what is that point of differentiation. It'll be vital to you having some success or trying to compete within a already created category. So great story.
And now on to the Frant, our section dedicated to...
Should I get a box again? Should you tell me whether it's mine or not?
Oh, that would be funny if it wasn't yours, but it is. So.
I know, I can see the script this week. It's on our 1851 computers.
Branded laptops, yeah. So
we'll take those off later.
I kind of like it. Anyway.
All right, true, fact. It is mine.
It is yours.
Yeah, I can see.
Nailed it. Yep,
Right.
It's right there.
I did not close my eyes. I looked at the box.
Cheating.
Sorry.
So this week's column, you pick up your conversation with Sean Fitzgerald where we left off last week. And instead of talking about the importance of validation, this week it's kind of talking about the importance of working together, franchise development, and operations teams, which I think is something that is often overlooked.
Yeah, and I mean, I could talk with anybody in franchise sales, and this would be a topic that seems to resonate with them well. Operations and franchise sales go in different directions. They're both within an organization. But what Sean's saying here is if you can get the two departments working together, then they won't kill deals, and vice versa. So I think it's a great topic, and what's cool about this, and you can see this all month long with all my columns. I talked with Sean because Sean's our resident expert on franchising. He lived it, and he pulled out some great nuggets as it relates back to development and other areas of the organization. So here's another amazingly written column that wouldn't have been so amazing had Cassie not done the editing. So thanks for that.
I wish I could take the credit. Lauren did the editing. I posted it though, so.
Well, thanks, Lauren.
You're welcome.
You made it great.
Now we are branching forward. So Toppers, they recently had this kind of challenge that actually was more of an opportunity for them. So they had to support 5 openings in 5 different states over the course of 9 weeks, which is really impressive for a brand like that that's breaking outside of its home base in the Midwest. And it just kind of goes to show that, by tapping into the training and marketing teams that they had across the country, they were able to make sure that people were on the ground in all of these states as people were opening up their doors, which I think is just going to be exciting to see and really help them hit the ground running in these new states.
Well, Franch forwarding the previous Frant.
Yep.
So there's a great example of a brand that had to enlist the support of operations to make something like that work. I think a lot of brands want to have this significant growth pattern, but sometimes overlook the amount of work that's going to go into actually getting these units open. Here was one that they really pushed the pedal to the metal, connected well with operations, and formed a great team where development was incentivized, operations were incentivized, and collectively they made a huge moment happen for the brand. So good Franch forward, Toppers Pizza. Hey, and if you want to see Toppers Pizza, can we get that link on? Ding!
Right there.
There it goes.
All right, now
Misquote or unmisquote? Or no quote?
No quote yet.
Okay.
Fran Funny. Everyone's favorite.
Oh, I missed that one. I gotta read these scripts better.
I mean, get it together.
Or was I being Fran Funny?
It's better than the joke that I have, quite honestly. It's pretty cheesy. But it's in honor of the new season kicking off fall. My basic heart loves that it's finally autumn. So here's my really cheesy joke about it. What did one autumn leaf say to another?
I'm falling for you.
So cute. You're welcome for that little nugget. Whatever, I like it. On to our Transporation.
Okay.
So this is not a misquote. This is from Joe Galshinen. He is a Johnny Rockets franchisee, and they also just launched on 1851, if you want to check out their page. But he was something of a franchising skeptic before he got involved, so this was his sentiment when I talked to him. I always felt that everything was controlled when you owned a franchise. To me, it seemed like the business model didn't give the owner any freedom, but here's what I found. If you partner with a strong franchise system that's creative and collaborative, you can be incredibly successful. So I think it's just a nice sentiment of someone that didn't really think the industry had advantages, and it clearly does.
Well, look, McDonald's, Big Mac, created by franchisee. It can be done. I think creativity in franchising, when it comes from a franchisee, works well when it's not complaints. It's maybe challenges brought with solutions. Mm-hmm. So you as a franchisee, if you disagree with what the franchisor is doing, try presenting it back to them with a solution in mind, and perhaps that will set you up for better success of creating collaborative moments. So, good quote.
Cool. Now on to our frenemies versus friends.
It
could be a frenemy. It's kind of a toss-up depending on your taste.
Go ahead.
So there are two restaurants, Chipotle and Chili's, that are getting rid of some of their menu items. So Chipotle, even though...
Wait, is this Fran funny? It's like two restaurant brands walk into a bar?
I wish,
okay,
if I was creative enough to come up with that kind of joke. So Chipotle, even though they added queso, they're taking away chorizo. Chili's is getting rid of 20 recipes, including smoked chicken quesadillas. I think nachos are safe, so don't worry, Sean. But I think that Chili's is kind of handling this in a great way, in a more friendly way, I suppose.
Friendly.
Yeah, friendly. They created an in memoriam video to it. They're posting their recipes online, so if you're a fan, you can still make it. I thought it was a good way to kind of admit, like, yeah, we need to do better. These are hurting our sales, but here's, if you want to make them at home, here you go.
Good job. Look, I think if brands were more honest with the challenges that they face and come out there and have some humor about it, you can win. And they did it the right way. They leveraged social media. They gave the message to their audience, and they said, sorry, guys, we're out. However, if you like this thing that we don't think was good, you can make it at home. Like Things in a Box, which may be Cassie's game next week.
We'll have to see.
Did you have fun with that?
I did. It was fun.
Did you have fun with that? I hope so. I hope we get a lot of feedback on this one.
Sound off on social.
Sound off on social. This is the 8. See ya!